Officials who carry out unauthorized bulldozer demolitions shall pay the victim with their own salary, the Supreme Court said today. Reading out the judgment on the practice of bulldozer justice, where houses are often demolished when a person is accused of a crime on the pretext of it being illegal, a bench of Justices B.R. Gavai and K.V. Vishwanathan had tough words for the states doing so and taking over the power of judiciary through arbitrary demolitions. State authorities have in the past said only illegal structures were demolished in such cases, but several petitions were filed before the court flagging the extrajudicial nature of the action. The court took note of this and said that demolitions must never be used as a tool to penalize individuals without fair trial, or inversely to intimidate the public. Adding that demolitions targeting specific structures while leaving similar properties nearby intact could suggest there was an ulterior motive behind the action, such as punishment without trial. On the separation of powers, the bench said adjudicatory functions are entrusted to the judiciary, and the executive cannot replace the judiciary. Quote, if the executive in arbitrary manner demolishes the houses of citizens only on ground that they are accused of a crime, then it acts contrary to the principles of rule of law. If the executive acts as a judge and inflicts penalty of demolition on a citizen on the ground that he is an accused, it violates the principle of separation of powers. Unquote. The court said accountability must be fixed on public officials who take law into their own hands and act in a high-handed manner. Quote, state and its officials can't take arbitrary and excessive measures. If any officer of the state has abused his power or acted in total arbitrary or malified manner, he cannot be spared, it added. The bench underlined that an individual, whether an accused or an under trial, or even a convict, has rights equal to that of any other citizen of this democracy. That they have a right to dignity and cannot be subjected to cruel or inhumane treatment. The punishment awarded to such persons has to be in accordance with the law. The punishment cannot be inhuman and cruel, the court said. To address these concerns, the Supreme Court has issued new guidelines. Under Article 142, the court mandated that no demolition should proceed first without showing a show cause notice to the targeted house. This notice must explain the alleged violation, allow the homeowner at least 15 days to respond, and provide time for an appeal. A final decision can only be made after hearing the homeowner's side.